No crack line now.
Oh, you bugger. Gotta get me some flappy paddles. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes guys, and welcome to the channel. So I've got a real treat for you today. We've got this Mk8 Transit and we've also got a Mk8 here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a comparison on both of them and do a bit of a review, guys. So if you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the video. So as you can see, we've got this 2024 Transit and then we've got the 2015 Transit. That's the Mk8 and this is the brand new Mk9. So we're just looking and doing a bit of a review and a comparison on what they've actually changed, because from what I've read online, they've changed the new Transit from the ground upwards. So having the Mk8 here and the Mk9, we can actually see the differences and talk about them today. So the Mk9 is actually a lower roof, and that's to enable you to get into multi-storey car parks. You can see we've got these LED blades here, and on the electric version the LED blade goes all the way across. This is actually a diesel version. So a little comparison on this one, the running lights come on with the ignition, whereas this one, you unlock it and you can see those LED blades there. And I'd really like to see the electrical version where the light goes all the way across, and I believe they have lights behind the grille. Right, so looking at the Mk8, you can see the grille design and the bumpers have all been changed. Look at the huge grille there. And while we're talking about the grille, if you look at the badge, this has a traditional blue with the chrome. Now this one comes with blue and white. Now I'm not sure what your comments are on that, but if you'd like to leave them in the comments section. I actually prefer the older style one because I think that just looks a little bit tacky, to be fair, with it being white. Whereas when you look at this one, just looks a little bit more exclusive sort of thing, being chrome. Right, so looking at the wing mirrors, you can see the wing mirrors are slightly shorter than that one. It's got an indicator in the bottom that you can see there. Comes with alloy wheels, 16-inch standard, but you can get up to 19-inch, as on this model it has bigger wheel arches to accommodate the 19-inch wheels. So if you look at that wheel arch there compared to that one, you can see the size difference. Right, so moving on to the back end of the van, we can automatically see that the rear lights are different. They're a lot bigger on a Mk8 compared to this model. Now some models you can pay extra and have the LED version. These are just the standard bulbs, but I do like the gloss black surround, and also comes with black badges, as you can see there, and also the hideous blue and white badge. I'm sorry guys, but I'm really not a fan on that one. But if we just take a little wander over here to the Mk8, you can see that the lights have really changed. They're massive on a Mk8, and that standard original badge in the blue and chrome, which I think looks a lot better. So as always, they come standard with a single side loading door, but you can spec it up and have a side loading door that side. While we're looking in the back, we'll talk about how bright the LED lighting is. That is absolutely fantastic. I've seen this in the dark and it is great. We'll take a quick look in from the back because there's something else in there I'd like to show you. But this isn't a traditional door handle, it's electric. It has a little button behind it. Comes standard with the wide opening doors, so you don't have to click a button to open it. And then to open this door, you just press that button there, and again, standard wide opening doors, which is a great feature. I know on my van, the Mk7, you have to mess about pressing a button and wiggling it to get it open. Now another little feature on these vans, it is an optional extra, but there's a little button down here, and when I press that button, you get some lights here, spotlights, LED lights, same as what's inside, but that lights the load area up a lot better. Also like to note that these aren't plywood anymore, they're actually like a hard textured plastic, so when you're carrying goods, you know, the wood can split easily, but this feels a lot harder. So unfortunately we can't compare what we've just compared on the inside, because this one actually has a tailgate and is a minibus. Right, so moving on to the interiors, this is the Mk8. Just briefly having a quick look at the dashboard and the setup, and we're going to have a look at the new shape one and show you all the technology that's in it. Right guys, so this is the new 2024 Transit. Comes with a flat bottom steering wheel. It has a 13-inch dashboard there and a 19-inch dashboard there, I do believe. Please do correct me if I'm wrong. But they're both digital screens showing your speedo and your entertainment system. Dashboard is very nice. Obviously this one is an automatic, so there's no gear lever here. The actual gear lever is there, which we'll come to in just a moment. So let's power on by pressing that button there. So this is the startup screen, and then your entertainment screen. So on this, it's got loads of features. So if we click features, you have trip computer here showing you miles per gallon, currently getting 27.2, driving time, trip miles and distance to empty. Now we've also got driving modes. So if we go on to driving modes, you've got normal, eco, sport, which when you put it into sport, it tightens everything up, makes it a little bit nippier. That looks cool, doesn't it? Slippery, so if it's like icy or snowing, probably reduces the power and increases the traction. And you've also got towing and hauling, which will probably just give it a bit more torque to pull your loads. We stick it back to normal, go back a screen. Driver assistance, so we've got auto stop start, you can turn that off if you wanted to. Auto hold, traction control, speed limit assist, lane keeping system, which is set to alert and aid. So as you're driving down the road, if you start veering over the line, it will vibrate and pull you back. Pre-collision assist, braking and steering, that's anti-collision. Rear view camera, wrong way alert and driver alert. Owner's manual, that's a smart little feature. So you can get your owner's manual up on the screen and search for features etc that you want to know. So this model comes with heated seats, which is just there and there. So you can see that the driver's seat is on. If you click that, it then brings the menu up. Currently on number 2, can go up to 3, or you can click off. That shows it there that's off. Your heater controls are here. So if we click that, that brings the fan up. You can up and down if you want to. I'll just turn that off for now. Air conditioning, heated mirrors. Oh, it's got heated mirrors. And then that's your climate control, which you choose whereabouts you want to heat up. Once you select it, it puts a blue bar across to show where it's gonna come in and out. So we go back to that. Front heated screen, internal or external, where the heating supply comes from. So looking down here, we've got the max window button, a parking button, a lock button, and then that's just a quick shortcut to driving modes. You've got your volume up and down here, and very snazzy, you've got the electric parking brake here to on and off. You've got a cup holder that comes out of there, which is very smart. Power outlet there, and also USB Type C and A for your Android Auto. We've got cup holder here, all your mirror controls here, light switch down there, although it has got auto lights. There's a cubby hole here, which is quite handy. As on this model, they've put the airbags in the roof, That's your interior console with your lights, SOS button in case of breakdown or emergency. That button there turns your lights on, which are LED. That will turn it on with the door open, and that will turn them off. Looking at the seats are very comfortable. If you pull that down, you've got a bit of a table there, and also you've got extra storage under the seats. If you pull the front up first and then pull the back, so it's a little bit awkward at this angle, that opens up, and you've got plenty of storage down there for things like ratchet straps if you don't want them rolling around the back. Right, so let's have a look at how this gear lever works. So we've got, just looking here, if you go up for reverse, then neutral, down for drive, and to put it into park, you press this button here. So we're going to put it into drive by putting that down. It's gone into drive on the dash. Park brake use switch to release. So we turn that switch off. Okay, and now we're able to go. With this being an automatic, it automatically just pulls off. And when you come to a stop, if we just go to up, we'll put it into neutral, and your parking brake is here. And you can see on the dash there, look, that we're in park. Also a nice little feature is when we go for reverse by pushing up, we've got a reversing camera, and as you can see, you turn the steering wheel, it will show you on the white lines where you're going to end up. So we take the handbrake off, comes up on there, park brake off, and then we can let off the brake. Being an automatic, it just goes itself. And you can see that when you turn the wheel, you see those white lines, that's where the van will end up. So you can use that to guide yourself into tight parking spaces and make sure you're within the lines so you don't get yourself a ticket, which is very smart. And then your lines there will change once you start getting closer to something. That's to direct you how close you can go. So if we just straighten up with these white lines and then come back, you can see that the lines are constantly changing. And then that's where your parking sensors then come in. Look, green at the moment, the closer you start to go will come up red. We're not going to go too close. Something else that I like about this new one are these lights here that light up the step. So at night time, all of that is lit up and it's nice and easy to get in. That's a really good feature. Right, so to open the bonnet, you lift this up and we'll take a look under the hood. Right, so we're just going to take a look under the bonnet. Notice with this one, there's no actual release. On most vehicles, you normally pop the bonnet and then there's like a little handle here as a secondary, but this doesn't seem to have it. Hopefully this is informative to you, but this is a 2 litre diesel Eco Blue, and to be fair, looking at the Mk8 compared to this one, they are quite similar underneath. Regarding the coolant tank, the only differences I can really see are the coolant tanks over this side, and obviously on the Mk8 the battery or batteries are under the seat, whereas the battery is there on this one and the coolant tank's over that side. Look at the size of those headlights. So guys, the purpose of this video, hope you find it informative, but the Transit is the backbone of Britain, and we've all had dealings with a Transit at some point in our life. I've driven one, been in one for an airport run, something like that, had deliveries, things like that. So guys, hope you found that video informative. If you did, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I'd just like to say a massive thank you to Rob and Eddie for bringing the Mk8 over so we could compare it with the new shape. Thank you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.